Ba-da-ding, ding, doom, 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 doom. Chapter 17, and we are reading the book of Luke. He said to his disciples, "Things that cause sin will inevitably occur, but woe to the person whom they occur. It should be better for him if were put and he were thrown into the sea, rather than for him to cause one of these little ones to sin. Be on your guard. If your brother sin, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. And if he wrongs you 7 times in one day and returns to you 7 times, saying, I am sorry, you should forgive him." And the apostle said to the Lord, Increase our faith. Increase our faith. Increase our faith. Yeah, that way. The Lord replied, If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, Be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it will obey you. Whom among you would say to your servant who has just come in from plowing or tending the sheep in the field, Come here immediately and take your place at the table? Would he rather not say to him, Prepare something for me to eat, put on your apron, and wait on me while I eat and drink? You may eat and drink when I'm finished. He is grateful to that servant because he did what he was commanded. So should it be with you. When you have done all you have been commanded to say, We are unprofitable servants. We have done what we're obliged to do. As he continued his journey to Jerusalem, he traveled through Samaria and Galilee. When he was entering a village, 10 meters met him. He stood at distance from him. Then raised the voice, saying, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. Sorry about that. Okay, that's it. There's a forest fire out there, and forest fire in BC, forest fire in California. This spring, they're toxic glue in the air. There's no forest fire in Alberta yet, but it's a matter of time. Some of the trees have been preserved, the redwood forest, though, so some of them did survive. So that's good. That's excellent. That means they survived and can continue to reproduce and whatnot and recover 2,000 years later. And when he saw them, he said, Go show yourselves to the priest. As they were going to be cleansed. And one of them realized that he had been healed, returned glorifying God in a loud voice. He fell at the feet of Jesus and thanked him. He was a Samaritan. Jesus said to him and said in reply, 10 were cleansed, were they not? Where are the other 9? None but this foreigner returned to give thanks to God. God? Oh, okay, I see what he's saying here. Saying that on 10 lepers, as he's entering 10 lepers, the village, 10 lepers met him. He stood at distance from him, raised the voice, saying, Jesus have pity on us. And when he saw them, he said, Go show yourselves to the priest, as they were going to be cleansed. One of them realized that he has been healed, returned glorifying God in a loud voice, and he fell on the feet of Jesus and thanked him. He was a Samaritan. Jesus said to him in reply, 10 were cleansed, were they not? Where are the other 9? But none but this foreigner give thanks to God. God? Then he said to him, Stand and go, your faith has saved you. Asked by the Pharisees when the kingdom of God will come, he said in reply, The kingdom of God cannot be observed. And no one will announce, Look, here it is, or look, or there it is, for behold, the kingdom of God is among you. Humanity, basically, as we become more civilized under the leadership of our spiritual leaders and theologians and fairies and all the others, these other fellow Terrans that are more high-tech than we are, trying to uplift us as we become more civilized and becoming, instead of being the beast humans, the humans, the hurtmans that we are, the I don't know, golems on crack. Golems on crack, that's what we are. That's the kingdom of God. A nice and a more healthier society, and the more you volunteer out of fun and out of that you feel kick-ass and it's really fun to do. It's tiring, but it's fun, and it's very addictive. Volunteering is very addictive. I have to admit. Or just being just a general nice person to all your friends, and just being a decent human being that we actually miss when if you did die, you actually really really miss. Then that's building the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is us. Of flesh, one big giant mass of humanity, or Canadians, or any other. That's what everyone keeps on telling me. They also tell me that the temple of God is this humanity. Still rather be an ogre though, but that didn't happen in 2012. I'm quite sad about that. Okay, well, no one announced, look, there it is, or look, there it is. For behold, the kingdom of God is among you. Then he said to his disciples, the days will come when you will. He said to his disciples, the days will come when you long to see one of the days of the Son of Man, but you will not see it. The days will come when you long to see one of the days of sons of man, but you will not see it. Okay, this is completely new stuff. New stuff. This is not in the other two books, Matthew and Mark. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. There will be those who say to you, "Look, there he is," or "Look, there he is." "Look, there he is," or "Look, here he is." Do not go off and do not run in pursuit. Oh, many false masters will come in my name. Okay. Because everyone wants. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Here. 22 and 23 is saying that Jesus will eventually have to go back to the throne chamber or whatever in heaven. And he'll be leading us on planet Earth, and then all of his disciples will kind of miss him. And we'll all miss him and then many will come and say, look, there he is, or look here he is. Many will come in his name. Okay. Don't run off in pursuit. For just as lightning flashes and lights up the sky from one side to the other, so will the Son of Man be in this day. Okay, it's like one thing that's I found really confusing is the book of Mark and Matthew. Jesus has a particular voice, but now Jesus is speaking, and his total sentence structure is totally different. It's more confusing in the book of Luke. Okay, let's try this again. But first he must suffer. Okay. You say he must go to Jerusalem and get ganked. Okay, now I understand. And be rejected by this generation. Okay. It's just a different way of saying it. Okay, yeah. First he must suffer greatly and be rejected by this generation. As it was in the day of Noah, so will be the days of Son of Man. Okay, this is not Jesus speaking. This is what's his name? This is Luke writing as okay. And like I said, everyone has their own different ways of their own different sentence structure, and that's why it's so different. Okay. They should really put in quotation marks to figure out who Jesus is saying to who and whom is speaking and whom is being narrated. It's being narrated by Luke. But first he must suffer greatly and be rejected by his generation, as it was in the days of Noah, so will be in the days of the Son of Man. They are eating and drinking, marrying and giving up marriage to the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Similarly as it was in the day of Lot, they are eating, drinking, buying, selling, planting, building. On that day when Lot left Sodom, fires and brimstone rained from the sky to destroy them all. So that will be on the day that the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, a person who is on the housetop and those belongings are in the house must not go down and get them. Likewise, a person in the field must not return to what was left behind. Remember the wife of Lot. Whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses it will save it. I tell you, on that night there will be two people in one bed will be taken, and the other will be left. And there'll be two women grinding meal together, one will be taken, one will be left. Okay, that was familiar. And they said to him in reply, Where, Lord? When, Lord? Oh, where, Lord? He said to them, Where the body is, there will the vultures be gathered? Okay, what is this? I keep on seeing. Okay, so I don't know why. Why there's a number 8 here in this empty space here? So he said to them in reply, Where, Lord? He said to him, Where the body is, there also vultures will gather. Okay. That is a totally... Okay, whatever. It's too late at night for this sort of thing. First of all, Jesus is telling us about an event in the future, which is a when question, a tense question. Now he's saying where, a place question, as in a solid place. How can you go from space and time continuum? Jesus has all these magical powers. I don't know. Thank you for watching our very, very confusing show. I'm as confused as you are. So let us go to chapter 917. Hopefully, we have more luck there. Thank you for watching our show. Have yourselves a lovely evening with you.